Hey there, welcome. Thanks for joining me. So today's tutorial, we're going to be using one pack of these building blocks from Dollar Tree. Just go ahead and remove them from the box, and all you need is one box for the size that I'm going to be making. You can use more, and I wasn't sure if I was going to need just one box or two, but you can use basically as many as you like, just depending on the size of chair you want to use. I didn't have any wood glue, so I decided to go ahead and use my my E6000 glue for this project. Just go ahead and add a little bit to one of the pieces of wood and then stack another piece on top of that. So it's basically you're just gluing two of the pieces of wood together. If you don't want to use E6000 or permanent glue, you can use your hot glue gun. So just go ahead and continue stacking two of the blocks together until you completely stack all your blocks in sets of two. The only thing about using E6000 for this project, you do have to wait quite a while for it to dry. So instead of me waiting longer, I just went ahead and decided to use my hot glue gun to stack them and glue everything together. So what you're going to do is stack as many as you like, depending on how wide or how big of a seat part for your chair you want. I basically stacked 6 of these together of sets of 2. The only thing with using hot glue is you have to be very careful and make sure you don't add too much, because once you do press these pieces of wood together, it's going to seep out and then you're going to have a hard time trying to remove it. So when I started gluing the sides after you stack the center part together, like I said, I glued only 5 and then I decided that I needed another one. So you can see that piece from the side still showing, so I ended up stacking 6 together. And then I glued 2 pieces to the side and then 2 other pieces, or one of the pieces on the opposite side. And this right here basically is your seat part of your mini chair. So once you're done with that, go ahead and grab another piece, and you're going to glue these two to the corners, and you're going to use one piece for each 4 corners. So once you've glued all 4 corners, which are going to be your legs, go ahead and flip it over. Now this is adorable just as is. You can use this for, just a riser to set something on it for decor. But since we're doing the little beach theme kind of chair, or just in the garden chair, we're going to go ahead and put the backing onto it. So what you're going to do is get 2 of the stacks together and glue them on top of the leg part. Then you're going to get another piece and glue it to the center of your backing, just like this. And then go ahead and grab another piece, and you're going to use it to glue it on the top of your chair backing, just right there. So all you have to do is add a little bit of hot glue to both ends, and then just kind of wiggle it or open up a little bit and insert it into the middle part of your backing, and just pull on it and push on it, and squeeze it together to allow it to stay nice and firm and dry that way. So I had 2 extra pieces, and what I did was basically add the glue and then glue it to the bottom part of my legs, just to give it more security and so it can hold a little bit more weight. So I did that to the front part and to the back. You can either do it like I did to the front and the back, or you can do it from side to side. Basically, that's your choice of how you want to use these and where you want to place them. So just add a little bit of hot glue to either end and then kind of pull them apart, your legs, and insert it into the middle. Now what I did after that is kind of pressed on everything nice and tight to make sure it was all glued and even, and then I set that aside and allowed it to dry while I was doing my other project. And we'll get back to this and paint it in just a few minutes. So what we're going to do for our second project is I wanted to make a garland for this chair. I already had painted these, and I painted it turquoise and white, but you can paint them any color you want, your little wooden beads. And I got some jute twine and basically just threaded them through my jute twine. And I used a total of 15 beads for the size that I wanted. But that's to taste, your style. You can make it as long or as short as you like. I think these projects will look adorable together on a picnic table or outside on a garden patio area. And that's where I'm thinking I'm going to use mine. I wanted to use it to add my salt and pepper shakers on top of it, or maybe a little flowers or a vase or something like that. So I know I'll be using mine outdoors. Once you've added as many beads as you'd like to your garland, go ahead and just wrap it around and make your little opening in case you want to hang it on something. And then I just ran my bead onto the top part of it, and I put a little bit of glue where the knot is at, just to glue that bead, the first bead, to the opening part. I just do that. You don't have to, it's an option. I just like doing that. So once I'm done, I went ahead and just ran a little bit more of the jute twine than what I needed, just in case. And now, instead of making a tassel, I decided to get some seashells. And basically, you could get these at Dollar Tree in a bag, or if you have any from a beach trip that you've had before or anything, just get any kind of seashell you want to use. And what I did was add a little bit of hot glue to the top point of my shell, and then I glued the jute twine to that part. And I just held it in place and allowed that glue to dry. And I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to fall out or fall off. So what I decided to do was add some hot glue into the center of my shell, and then add the jute twine into that as well, just like this. So I'll go ahead and add the hot glue and then add my jute twine in there like that and hold it until it dries. I know these past few days have been tough, and I've done a lot of deep cleaning, and I've also done quite a few DIYs. So they'll be uploading, I'll be uploading them little by little. But what things are you guys doing to keep yourself busy and to try to keep yourself staying positive and motivated to do things around your home, or with your children? Just let me know in the comments down below what kind of activities or ideas you have that you've been doing just to pass the time. So what I'm doing with my two smaller shells is basically just adding a little bit of glue to the top point, and then adding my jute twine onto that and allowing it to dry. And just hold it like I am with a stick or something, just so it can stay in place until it's nice and dry. Once I'm done with that, I went ahead and just tied them in a knot to the top of my larger shell. And again, you can add as many or as little as you like of the shells to this garland. I just thought it was really fast and adorable to make, and I wanted to let you guys know and show you different ideas instead of using just tassels on your garlands, what you can do. So now, since I've already found the beads and the color, I decided to use this yellow from Apple Barrel to paint my chair. You can paint your chair any color or leave it as is or just stain it. Basically, it's just depending on what style you want to go for or what you want to use it for. But since I wanted more of that beachy outdoor spring theme, I decided to go ahead and paint mine yellow. And I just gave it one coat and it really covered it really good. But you can give your chair as many coats as you like, depending on how bright or, you know, coated, well coated you want your chair. So just go ahead and brush it on. And once you're done painting your entire chair, just go ahead and allow it to dry. And again, like I said, I only gave my chair one coat, so it didn't take too long for it to dry up. So just give it as many coats as you like and allow it to dry depending on how many coats you place on your chair. And once you're done and have allowed it to dry, this is the way it looks. Just different options of how to display it. Let me know in the comments below how you're going to use your chair. Until next time, you guys stay safe out there and stay positive and also stay blessed. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and share with friends and family. Until next time, bye.